Well, when they came back from the commercial break, by cracky, it was time for Tony Schiavone to bring out Edge and Christian Cage. And he brought out Edge, and the fans loved to sing over there. They sang his song even when they cut his song and they were still singing it. And then Christian Cage comes out and he starts to heal the crowd. And Edge shuts him up, and these people love us. But you are what you are, you're an asshole. So now the story is that Edge knows Christian is an asshole, but sometimes you need an asshole, and at least he's my asshole. And when Christian went to find himself, he found out that he was perfect and he doesn't need to change anything. At least it's different, Brian. You can't say this one's been done before. Any of this turn or the angles for the turn or the participants of the turn. So Edge and Christian aren't on the same page, but they are writing in the same book. And Edge promised him, and so he promises Edge that Edge is going to help him with Nick and Pip, and then he's going to help Edge with FTR. And he gives Edge his word and shakes his hand. He's going to be the best partner that Edge ever had. And the crowd pops when they shake hands because they want to see them back together. And then here comes, and now this whole goddamn convoluted deal that, again, you could buy, and we said we wouldn't mind seeing at one point a reunion of Edge and Christian against FTR. You're thinking that on this program and with this roster, that'd probably be one of the more attractive things you could see.
And that's what they wanted too. That's what FTR and Cope have really wanted.
But then you throw Nick Plain and the mother and Pip and all this other parsley into the thing, and now it's confusing. Well, now that they've done all that, when Pip and Mama Wayne come out, they're letting her speak now. Good Lord. She introduced a video on the screen of Nick on crutches reciting a memorized statement in a very menacing and threatening fashion. And basically, he broke his fucking foot. And they wouldn't be doing this if he really didn't have a broken foot. Because, no, I'm out of Forbidden Door. I'm out of this angle. Now, another one of these fucking guys does something and fucking breaks something in the middle of the goddamn deal, and now he's out of the pay-per-view. But he said, if I would have been able to show up this weekend, I would have finished you off. And then he says, I'm always one step ahead. And he delivers it like this fucking juvenile delinquent is Lex goddamn Luthor, right? But then they play music. And now you have a video of a mad scientist laboratory, a mad doctor with a goddamn medieval looking hypodermic needle, and he shoots something and a blah, blah, blah. And on the table that pops up and does an Undertaker sit up is Dino Douche, our old friend Dino Douche, AKA Luchasaurus.
I believe is his Christian name.
Well, no, because it's Killswitch, but they were chanting Luchasaurus because the fans here forgot that they changed his name. So this goddamn egghead is back. And again, he looks like $1 million, and he, in the early days, was responsible for many of the rottener matches because he don't know what the fuck he's doing. Apparently, he never figured it out. But he's back, and he comes out and chokeslams Edge and stares at Christian because they used to be aligned, and then they had the breakup. And that's where the fans chanted Luchasaurus. By the way,
did they have a breakup? Or did he just get hurt? Well, he never came back.
They had the awkward relationship where he was bullying Dino or whatever the fuck they did. But when you think about this, as here comes the guy He hits the ring. He choke slams the only legitimate babyface involved in this whole deal. And the people are chanting his name. But then he turns around and he choke slams Christian Cage right on his fucking shoulder. What the? This fucking guy is rotten. His timing, his psychology, his execution, and he thinks he's a goddamn horror movie star. I bet his time off has done nothing for the smoothness of his performance.
There are fans who think that it was Jack Perry's arm in the video preparing the hypodermic needle to bring Luchasaurus back to life.
Hey, I'm not saying that there might not be a possibility that you could get some video of Jack Perry preparing a hypodermic needle, but I don't think he'd be shoving it in somebody else's arm.
Well, again, we're not going to make any presumptions, or I don't know what you're alluding to there. We have not heard anything about that.
Well, he's the guy that came out and set a motherfucker on fire. Wasn't he? Or was he the guy that got set on fire? Didn't he set somebody on fire too? And they're all on the marijuana pills, all these young people.
Well, wait a minute. Where was the fire? Was there a fire incident? Who did it? And who was the perpetrator?
Got set. That's right. He got set on fire.
By who?
I can't remember. Somebody with a flamethrower. Was it Darby? It sounds like something he'd do.
Oh, maybe. Cody got lit on fire in the early days. Remember, he had all that crap on his back and could notice it. Like, hey, what's on Cody's back? Oh, it's in flames.
Yeah. But no, this was with the flamethrower, the way people are supposed to do it. But and also here, that's something else. We actually make notes on this shit and go over this shit, and we can't remember who flamethrowered Jack Perry.
So Nick Wayne's mom's going over to England and he stays home?
Apparently. Well, mom's night out. She got somebody to watch the kids. She can go out there. Oh, boy. Merry old England. You know how England swings like a pendulum do.
Well, I'm sure, Jim, after all that swinging, you may need a good night's rest.
I swear to God, I was about to tell you how tired I was. I was about this time I was having a hard time keeping my eyes open. And I'll tell you what, it's times like that. At the end of the day, when you've had a long, hard day and you've watched a lot of stupid people do shit, and you just want to lay down somewhere comfortable and just forget about your troubles, forget about your cares, lay your worries on the old doorstep and just dive onto a Helix mattress. And and you can, now they have mattresses from Helix with diving boards. If you want to get in your exercise at the same time, they've got the 8-foot and the 12-foot. You get up on that thing.
And they don't.
And you just come right off of that diving board into the Helix mattress where it's like landing in a cloud.
Again,
it goes poof.
It's a poofy, nice idea, but it is not a realistic idea. Certainly not sold by Helix, but what they do sell, Jim, are great mattresses. Yes. We have them here at Last Manor. We are big fans of Helix. I know you have them over there.
Yes.
Helix Sleep.
I have them here often. They come over for dinner sometimes. Every once in a while, I'll just stop by for a sandwich. But folks, if you've got any problems with sleeping, you sleep hot, you sleep cold, you sleep, you're achy, and you got a snoring, back pain, gonorrhea, no, I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. That's apnea. If you got sleep apnea, because most of the time when people get gonorrhea, 80 or 90% of the time they're awake.
We're not talking gonorrhea. We're talking sleep apnea, but we're not really talking that. We're talking a good night's sleep. And what?
Well, we're talking about something that can help with your sleep apnea. They have mattresses that address all kinds of specific sleep issues. And you can find one by going to helixsleep.com and taking the quiz and telling them how you like things, and they'll do things the way you like. Hey, guys, I'll tell you what. I know that you want somebody out there that will do things you like on a mattress, and Helix is that place you can go. And as a matter of fact, their phone operators have incredible voices, too.
They will be left alone, except to help you order your mattress. And again, why use the phone when the website is right there? Helix Sleep. And of course, we have a promo code to let the listeners know.
Well, that's right, because they had to give up the old 800 number, 1-800-LAY-ME. But right now, if you go to helixsleep.com.
Not their number, but yes, go there.
Well, no, they gave it up. Yeah, they were getting a lot of side business over there, though. But you can use your Apple Watch or your Ouija ring, Aura ring, or Aura ring. If you got one of those things that tracks your sleeping, you can use it and see the improvements. See?
Again, let's focus on what we can definitely see and let alone feel.
I tell you, I always had problems sleeping with my watch on because I toss and turn in the middle of the night, and every once in a while I'd slap myself right in the forehead with that big old watch. Boom, and I'd have a big circle on my head when I woke up. Folks, right now, Helix Sleep, they got the Labor Day sale going on. It's the best of the web offer, and we're the best of the web, and this is an exclusive offer for listeners of this fine program, the Jim Cornette Experience. Right now, you go to helixsleep.com/JCE, and you're going to get 27% off site-wide. Any of these amazing mattresses. And they got kids' mattresses, adults' mattresses, senior citizens' mattresses. They might even have something for your dog or cat to sleep on if you talk to them nice, and more than a quarter off. Not a quarter as in 25 cents, but a quarter as in a quarter of the percentage of the total cost of the item. Well, you're saving 27%. How can you do any better than that?
It's a great time to get a new mattress.
That's right. It's a great time to get a new mattress, or just get one now and keep it in the garage for when you need it, because you're going to save money.
That's getting a new mattress.
Yes. Well, you don't have to sleep on it right now. Well, you could just put it on the shelf and wait for later, because then it's just going to go up. You know how these things are. They just go up. helixsleep.com/JCE, 27% off. Labor Day sale.